So last week we have learned about a way or a technique to solve a recursive function, which is called non-homogeneous linear recurrence relation, right? With using a characteristic equation. You had assignment for that, and we will discuss one of the type, but basically the way to do it is the same. So here you have Tn equals to 3 Tn minus 1 plus 18 Tn minus 2 plus 4 2n. First thing you need to do is you need to make a recurrence, uh, linear recurrence relation first from this. So we can subtract both sides with wait, 3 Tn minus 1 and also 18 Tn minus 2. So we will have like this. So in previous week, we learned that if we have recurrence relation, linear recurrence relation, where the right hand side is in the form of b to n Pn, then this part will contribute r minus b to d plus 1 factor to the characteristic equation. And d is the rank of the polynomial Pn. Okay, so in this case, we have 4n for the right hand side. It means uh, here we have b equals to 4. So b is whatever we have that is to the n. And then polynomial Pn, we cannot see anything specific, explicit, but it can be 1. Because 1 times 4 to n is equals to 4 to n anyway. So Pn is equals to 1. Which means d, or the rank of the polynomial, is 0. So from the left hand side, it is basically similar to what we have in the homogeneous 2 weeks ago. We can have a characteristic equation for it as r squared minus 3r minus 18 from the left hand side. From the right hand side, we have r minus b, which is 4, to d plus 1. So it is to d plus 1, which is 1. And it is equal to 0. Or we can write it as r minus 6, r plus 3, r minus 4 equals to 0. And after this, we can solve it like what we did in homogeneous linear recurrence relation. So we will have Tn is C1 times the first value of R to N, and then plus C2 minus 3 to N, and C3 4 to N. And from here, we can substitute the base cases we have in the problem. So if we have T0, then we will have C1 times 6 to 0 plus C2 times minus 3 to 0 plus C3 times 4 to 0. Or we can write it as C1 plus C2 plus C3, and it must be equals to 0. And when we have T1, it must be C1 times 6 to 1 plus C2 times minus 3 to 1 plus C3 times 4 to 1. Or we can write it as 6C1 minus 3C2 plus 4C3. And it must be equals to 1. And because we have three coefficient, we need to find the value of. We have C1, C2, and C3. It means we need three equations. Here we only have two equations. That's why we need another one. So we need T2, which is C1 6 square, C2 minus 3 square, and C3 uh, 4 square. And it will be 36 C1 plus 9 C2 plus 16 C3. And T2 itself, based on this equation, T2 means 3T1 plus 18T0 plus 422 or 4 square. It means T2 is equal to 3 times T1, which is 1, plus 18 times 0 plus 16. So it will be 19. Okay, so from here, you just need to do substitution and elimination, or you also can use linear basic operation, like what you maybe did in MAVEC, ya, matrix and vector spaces. So you will have 1, 1, 1 from here equals to 0, and then 6 minus 3, 4 equals to 1, and then 36, 9, 16 equals to 19. And you will do elementary basic operation such that you will have one uh, like this identity, and whatever you have here is the value of C1, C2, C3. But you can also use just a normal elimination and substitution. And after you have C1, C2, and C3, you can substitute it back to Tn. So you can have the final solution for Tn. Okay, is there any question for this problem?
No.
Okay. So we will continue our topic, which is the last one. But before that, I forgot to tell you something about the non-homogeneous linear reconciliation. Sorry, it's supposed to be non-homogeneous. So last week we talked about this theorem, where in general, when we have this form on the right hand side, then it will contribute a new factor for R, right? But what I forgot to tell you is that the right hand side may contain more than one term in the form of Bn Pn. And in this case, we may apply the theorem for every term. So for example, if we have this non-homogeneous linear reconciliation, then we can consider we have two terms of Bn Pn. This is the first one, and this is the second one. So each term will contribute one factor or one set of vector. So we can apply this theorem for every term we have. So for first term, from the left hand side, we will have r minus 1. From the first term on the right hand side, we will have r minus 3, because b is equals to 3 and d is equal to 0, the degree. And from the second term of the right hand side, we will have r minus 2. Okay, so the characteristic equation will be r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3 equals to 0. So in general, if you have, let's say, this is B1, this is P1, then it will be B1 and d1, where d1 is the degree of the first polynomial. But if you have another term, then you will have another factor, r minus b to d2 plus 1. And if you have another factor again, another term again, then you just need to add another set of vector, and so on. Okay, so this theorem can be applied to multiple term in the right hand side. Okay, and now we will go to the last technique we can use to solve a recurrence relation, which is called variable changes. So basically, what we learned is last week and the week before is a type of technique that can be used if the recurrence relation is linear, which means uh, what we have is Tn, and then Tn minus 1 or Tn minus 2, and so on, right? So the difference between the index is only minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, or subtraction of some numbers. But we may have this kind of recurrence relation where the index we have is half or a third or fourth or something like that from the previous one. For this case, this kind of recurrence relation, we can use substitution, the first technique we studied. But other than that, we can also use this technique, variable changes. So how we can do it, just like usual, if we have Tn over 2, for example, then we will assume that n is power of 2. So it is 2 to k for some k. And from that, we know that k is log n base 2. If we have Tn is something times n over 3, then we will assume that n is 3 to k, and so on. Okay, and then what we need to do next is we need to substitute to k for n. So previously we have Tn, we will change it into t to k. And then Tn over 2, it will be t to k over 2, which means we can write it as t to k minus 1. And plus 1 stay as it is. And then here we can change the variables in the sense that here in the new equation uh, we have linear recurrence, but in the power, right? So we have uh, k minus 1, k minus 2, and so on. But here we have it here. So what we do is we assume that the linear relation we have is based on the power we have here. So here we change, t to k into tk, and t to k minus 1 to tk minus 1. And the rest will be the same. Or if I have, let's say, t to k equals to t to k minus 2, then it will be tk equals to tk minus 2. Okay, so it will depends on whatever we have here. Uh, then after that, we can just use the usual non-homogeneous recurrence, linear recurrence relation, because this is non-homogeneous. So we will use what we learned last week to find the general solution. After that, we need to substitute it back to Tn. So from here, to be noted, we cannot just substitute the base cases from the initial problem, because here what we have is Tk, not Tn. The base case we have here is for Tn. But here what we have solution is for Tk, not Tn. So from here we need to substitute it back to n. After we get n, then we can determine the value of C1 and C2. Okay, so basically here what we have is Tn equals to Tn over 2 plus 1, where T1 is equals to 1. Where T1 is equals to 1. This is the first problem. So from here, we assume that n is equal to 2k. And then it means Tn equals to Tn over 2 plus 1 can be written to T2k equals to T2k minus 1 plus 1. Or it can be written as 2k minus T2k minus 1 equals to 1. And here we assume, or we write Tk as T2 2k. So it means we have Tk minus Tk minus 1 equals 1. So we can see this as a usual non-homogeneous linear recurrence relation, where we have the characteristic equation for that is r minus 1 from the left hand side, and from the right hand side we have 1 here, and 1 means we have b equals to 1 because it is basically 1 to n, and d equals to 0 because the polynomial is 1, right? So d is equals to 0. So we will have it like this. And it means we have R1 equal to 1 and R2 equals to 1. So the solution for T2k is C1 times 1 to n. Sorry, it's 1 to k, okay? And plus C2 k 1 to k. Or we 1 to k is always equals to 1 anyway. So basically I can write it like this. And we can change it back to n like this. And after we have Tn, that's when we can substitute the base cases to it to find the value of C1 and C2. So T1 is C1 plus C2 log 1, which means C1 plus C2 times 0 is equals to 1 from here. Or we can say that C1 is equals to 1. And we still need to find the value of C2, so we will find another value of n. So C1 plus C2 log 2, 2. So it is C1 plus C2 times 1. And it must be equals to, so from here, we have, if we have T2, it will be T1 plus 1, where T1 is equals to 1 here, plus 1, so it is equals to 2. We will have it like this. And because C1 is equals to 1, then C2 will equals to 1 as well. So we have Tn is equals to 1 plus log 2n, like this. Okay, so again, here what you need to do is you assume that n is power of whatever you have here. So in this case, it is power of 2. And then you substitute the power to n. And then you rewrite uh, t, the recurrence function, to tk until you can see a non-homogeneous linear recurrence relation. And then you solve the non-homogeneous recurrence linear recurrence relation, and then you substitute it back to Tn, and then you find the value of C1, C2, and so on, and then you substitute the value to Tn. Then you can find the non-recursive relation for the Tn. Any question for this? Clear enough, yeah? Okay, now we will see some examples. So for example, here we have, wait. Mm, oops. So for example, the first one, here we have Tn minus 2 Tn over 2 is equal to n minus 1, right? So because we assume that n is power of 2, then we can substitute it. So we have this, sorry, 2k minus 1. And if we say tk is equal to t2k, then we can write the equation to tk minus 2tk minus 1 equals to 2tk minus 1. So this is a non-homogeneous uh, linear recurrence relation, where from the left hand side we have r minus 2, and then from the right hand side, remember what I told you before, here we have two terms of bn pn, or in this case it is bk pk. Yeah, so we have two terms. This is the first term and this is the second term. So here we can divide it into 2k and minus 1. Where for 2k, we have b is equal to 2, pn is equal to 1. And here we have b is equal to 1 and pn is equal to minus 1. Because we can write it as minus 1 times 1 to n. And this we can write it as 2 to k times 1. Sorry, it's supposed to be k. Yeah. It's supposed to be k. Okay. So here, from the first term, we have r minus b, which is 2. And from the second term, we have r minus 1. And it means we have r1 is equal to 2, r2 is equal to 2, and r3 is equal to 1. So the solution for t to k is equal to c1 times 2k plus c2 times k times 2k plus c3 times 1k. If we take it back to Tn, it means we have C1n plus C2n log 2n plus C3. And now, because we already have Tn, we can substitute the base case. So T1 is C1 plus C2 times 1 times 0 plus C3. It means we have C1 plus 0 plus C3 equals to, here we have 0. Or it means we can write C3 as minus C1. Yeah. And then we need another equation. Let's say T2. So here we will have T2 based on the equation we have in the problem. Then T2 is 2 times T1 plus 2 minus 1. And it is equals to 2 times 0 plus 1. So it is equals to 1. And based on the general solution, T2 can be written as T2, C1 times 2 plus C2 times 2 log 2, which is 1, plus C3. And C3 can be written as minus C1. Or we can write it as C1 plus 2 C2 equals to 1. And next, I will try for n equals to 4. I'm not trying n equals to 3 because from the equation, if we want to have T3, it means we will need the value of T 1.5, which we don't have. So we just use T4 instead. So for T4, here we have C1 times 4 plus C2 times 4 times log 4 base 2, it means 2, plus C3, where C3 is equals to minus C1. So here we have 3 C1 plus 8 C2 must be equals to T4, which is 2 T2 plus 4 minus 1, which mean 2 times here we have it is equal to 1 plus 4 minus 1. It means we have 5. And by using uh, elimination and substitution, here we multiply it by 3, and then below we multiply it by 1, and we subtract the below to the above. Then we will have 2C2 is equal to 3, is equal to 2, which means C2 is equal to 1, which means by substitution we have C1 must be equal to minus 1, which means C3 will be equals to 1. Okay, you can check it again. It means the n will be minus n plus n log 2n minus, plus 1, like this. Okay, any question?
I want to ask,
Yeah.
uh, why do we use four instead of three? I still don't understand.
Okay, so here actually we assume that n is power of 2, right? If we use 3, 1, it is not power of 2. And the second, if we have T3, then from the initial problem, we will have T3 is to T3 over 2 plus 3 minus 1, right? But we don't have this value to substitute, so we need to find T3 over 2 first. It will take uh, another problem. But if we use T4 instead, then in this case, we can just use T2, which we already have the value of. Does it make sense?
Makes sense, miss. Thank you.
No worries. So here the main problem is we need to find three equations, and you can use any n. So just use n that is easy to find. So because we assume that n is power of 2, then we will always use power of 2 as n. Okay, any other question? No, yeah. So let's see another example. Oops, sorry. So if we have this, it means we have Tn minus 2 n over 3 is equal to log 3n, right? If we substitute this power of 3, then we will have 3k minus 2 t 3k minus 1 equals to k, right? So here we want to write t3k to k. So we can write it as tk minus 2 tk minus 1 equals to k, which means it is a non-homogeneous linear reconciliation, where here we have b is 1 and the polynomial is k. So d is equal to 1. So here we have characteristic equation as r minus 2 from the left hand side, r minus 1 over 2 from the right hand side. So we will have 2, 1, and 1 as the solution for r. So T3k will be equal to C1 2k plus C2 1k plus C3 k times 1k. Or if we take it back to Tn, it means we have C1 to log 3n plus C2. 1 to k is always 1 anyway, so I can just write it as C2. And here I have C3 log 3n times 1. So I will not write it. Okay. And then we can just substitute the base case. We have T1. It is C1 2 to 0 plus C2 plus C3 log 1 is 0. It means we have C1 plus C2 must be equals to 0. or we can write C2 as minus C1. And then the next one, because n is, we assume n is equals to power of 3, then the next value we will use is T3. After that, we will use 3T9. Okay, so just use whatever we assume here. Because we assume n is power of 3, then it will be 3 to 0, 3 to 1, and then 3 to 2. The previous one, we use 2 to 0, 2 to 2, then, 2 to 1, and then 2 to 2. So here we will have C1 times 2 to 1, C2, C3 times 1. And from here, T3 means we have 2T1 plus log 3 base 3, which is 1. So we have 2 times 0 plus 1, which is equals to 1. So here it is 2C1 plus C2, where C2 can be written as minus C1 from here. And then plus C3. Or I can just write it directly. We have C1 plus C3 must be equals to 1. Okay, because we already changed C2 into minus C1. And then for T9, we have C1 times 2 square plus C2 plus C3 times log 9 base 3, it is 2. And we can again change C2 into minus C1 based on what we have here. And then it means we have 4C1, sorry, it is 3C1 plus 2C3, and from here T9 is equals to 2T3 plus log 9 base 3, which is 2. So we have 2 times 1 plus 2, which is 4, yeah, like this. And if we multiply the first with 2 and the bottom with 1, and we subtract the bottom to the upper one, then we have C1 is equal to 2, which means C2 will be equals to minus 2, and C3 will be equal to minus 1. So we have Tn is equal to 2 times 2 log 3n minus 2 and minus log 3n, like this. Okay, any question for this example? Nothing, yeah. And the last one, oh, okay, the last one, here we have Tn minus 10 T n over 5 equals to n square. So we can write it as T5k minus 10 T5k minus 1 equals to 5k over 2. Or we can also write it as 5k over 2, we can write it as 5 2k, or we can write it as 5 square k, which is 25 2k. So if we write tk as t 5 2k, then we will have tk minus 10 tk minus 1 equals to 25 2k. So the characteristic equation will be r minus 10 from the left hand side, r minus 25 from the right hand side. So we will have 10 and also 25 as the solution. So T5K is equal to C1 times 2K plus C2 times 25K. And again, 25K is actually can be written as 5K square, right? Like what we have here. So here back to Tn, it is C1 times 10 log 5n plus C2 n square. So we put the base case again. Here we will have C1 log 1 is always 0. So it is 10 to 0 plus C2 1 square. So it is C1 plus C2 must be equals to 0. And next, we check T5. For T5, we have C1 times 10 to log 5 of 5, then it means 1, plus C2 times 5 square. So we have 10 C1 plus 25 C2, and it must be equal to 10 T1, sorry, it is supposed to be 5, plus 5 square, which is 0 plus 25, which is 25. And by elimination, here, if we uh, multiply it by 10 and so on, so we will have it like this. So C2 is 5 over 3. So C1 will be minus 5 over 3. So Cn will be mm, minus 5 over 3 n log 5n plus 5 over 3 n square. Okay. Any question for this? Nothing, yeah. Okay, the last one is actually we have another theorem that can be used to determine the asymptotic notation for recurrence relation. So there is a theorem called Master theorem that says if you have a recurrence relation in this form, so it is Tn equal to a t n over b plus some function where the function is in big theta and d. So d is the highest rank of it. Then Tn will be this, will be based on the relation of a and also b to d. So for example, if I have this recurrence relation, then an is 2an over 2, which means a is this 2, b is this 2, and fn is 1, which means the degree highest rank of n is of fn is 0. And we check the relation between A and B to D. A is equal to 2, B to D is equal to 2 over, 2 to 0, which is 1, which means the relation is higher. So we will take this function. So Tn will be in big theta n to d, where, bigger ya, bigger is here. So Tn will be in big theta n to log Ba, where in this case B is 2 and A is 2. So we have log 2 of base 2, which is 1. Or for another example, let's say we have Tn equal to 2t n over 3 plus n, for example. Sorry, I will move it to the left more. So let's say Tn is equal to 2t n over 3 plus n, for example. So in this case, A is here 2. B is what we have here. It means we have 3. And Fn is the function we have here, which is n, which means the degree is 1. And if we compare A and B to D, which means we have 2 and also 3 to 1, the relation is less. So we will have the first function. It means Tn is in big theta n to d, which is 1. So it is in big theta 1, like that. Any question for this master theorem? Nothing, yeah? Okay, that's all I want to show you for this topic. So actually for this course, the materials has ends, so you can review the course back. But before we close, we will do the attendance list like usual. I will stop the recording first.